And hello, Bull League world, and welcome to another video tutorial on the Bull League Wiki. In our first Wiki video, we introduced the Wiki and talked about some of the information that we've been able to compile into our very unique Bull League Wiki. I had some compliments on the depth of the information and detailed information today from GM from another league that I'm in. Today I'm going to talk about creating a team file. One thing you'll notice about the Bull League, there's less than 200 pages right now. A lot of the, of course, missing pages are player pages. But one thing that we are also missing, if we scroll down to the Bull Baseball League organizations page, you can see a lot of red links for all of the different team minor league systems, minor league teams. We have 4 levels of minor league on this chart. There's actually a 5th level. We haven't added the team names in yet. We haven't bothered with that level of detail just yet. But one thing you'll notice, the only AA team that's on there where we've created a page is for my team, the Kitchener Oilmen, our AA team for the Toronto Nomads. But you can see a lot of red links for non-existing pages. So there's a couple things you can do while you're waiting for the next set of sims, waiting for the spring training. If you're interested in getting involved in this, and I hear a rumor that there may be some bonuses passed around, could be cash bonuses in your team budget or something like that. But anyway, one of the things you can do is to create a page for your minor league teams. Not quite as exciting, of course, as editing and looking at the detail on the Bull League club, the top level club, but necessary nonetheless. So, for example, we'll take the Arizona Cowboys. They do have a AAA page for their Bay Verte Vikings, Bay Verte in Newfoundland. So that's great to know. It's a pretty detailed page. You can see that includes some of the basic elements that are on the Major League Club, including the brief history. It's just one quick paragraph talking about when the club was made and some note about where the name comes from, etc. That's all stuff you can make up and add your own little narrative or history to. Awards and other achievements. This largely can be found in OOTP. However, it's great to have another source, especially if it's offline. The HTML reports are a great source for this information, and so that is another offline source, but of course it just summarizes it to the top guy in each category, such as the top batting average guy, career and single season, etc. And then some references at the bottom. You'll notice that there are several categories for the minor league teams. And I'll talk a little bit more about the standard categories in a moment. But these are some standard categories that we find for all the teams. And of course, we have the team box over to the side there, kind of summarizing the basic information about the team. The name, founding year, where it's located, which league it's in, sub-league, division, who it's affiliated to, and some other information, whether they've changed names, etc. Bay Verte changed their name from Vipers to Vikings, mostly because I could find a logo for the Vikings. Couldn't find too many Viper logos. And there are some colors there. I'm not sure if those are actually the correct colors or if those are the defaults. I'll go back and check those in a moment. So Bay Verte Vikings. There's a good starter level page. There's the Arizona Cowboys. That's their major club. And that page will pop up just now. A little bit slow, this. Anyway, so they've got the Arizona Cowboys. A lot more detailed page. You can see that there's a team logo over to the side. I'll explain how to insert team logos in a moment within the wiki. Some nicknames for the team. Who the current general manager was. This guy left the league. Opening day rosters. This was an expansion club, so we've only got 5 years of opening day rosters, and strictly speaking, they're probably not the opening day rosters. Again, the source for this is from the OOTP HTML reports for the team, which give the starters at each position. I can't tell you for sure if they were there in the opening day. Notable players, awards and other achievements. So again, the team records for the batting categories. I've left a lot more categories in for the top level club. A lot of these categories are cut out of the minor league team. And at the bottom are the minor league affiliations. There is a lot more information that can go onto a team page, and some of the other team pages we'll see do have that information. But again, the important part here, the categories, which we'll get to. So, taking the example of the Arizona Cowboys, we've got several teams yet to be created. The Saginaw Horsemen being one of them. So let's pop open the Saginaw Horsemen. Of course, it's a red link, doesn't exist. Here's the trick to start our starter page, and this is what I'm going to write. SUBTR :team. And this just basically directs the wiki to a blank page called team. It's not entirely blank, a template page called team. And it will populate this team's page with that information. Whoops. A little bit of a typo here. Let's try this again. And bingo, there we go. We've got our basic team page for the Saginaw Horsemen. You can see here's all the contents throughout most of the, these are all the possible categories that we like to see the team structured in. Not all of them get used for the minor league teams. But then you can see them down here. Opening day rosters, a little bit of the history, any retired numbers, player awards, and other achievements, Hall of Famers, championships, minor league affiliations. So this basic template team, by typing that in, gets you this information. It is a blank template. Just click on Edit, and this lets you fill in all sorts of information. Now we can talk about sourcing the information in a moment, but the Saginaw Horsemen, it's a 2012 club. It was created at the same time as the Arizona Cowboys. Location, Saginaw, Michigan, and this little text will insert a U.S. flag. This basically squiggly brackets. The double squiggly brackets are for referencing templates, and there's a template to have a US flag that's about 10 pixels high pop into the screen if you use that. The team logo, we'll skip that for now, along with the jerseys. And league level, we will skip through some of these. League level is, I believe it's AA, so yeah, we'll put in a link to the page for the Heifer League. I'll have to check the standings to see which sub-league it's in and which division. And the current name, Saginaw Horsemen. This I will double check later. Whoops, helps if I can type. It's affiliated to the Arizona Cowboys, so we can type that into a link page. Now every time we do these square brackets, that's telling the wiki that you want it to reference that page. That page already exists, so when that renders that, it'll be a blue link. It'll be an active hyperlink. We'll leave the color boxes for the moment, and most of these other ones we can check later on. So let's talk about the Saginaw Horsemen really quickly. Our baseball team based in Saginaw, Michigan. And I like to throw in the league level again. and we'll check on the division later. Some of this information could be deleted. We don't tend to go into rivalries and first entry, second entry for the history. I'll just quickly type something up for the Saginaw Horsemen. And there's a quick little blurb just to get the page going. Opening day rosters we don't bother with. For minor league clubs, we'll delete all this text. And retired numbers, we don't need that. Awards and achievements, we just cut it down basically to get rid of the player awards. League leaders, we'll leave the team records in. We won't fill it out right now, we're just starting the page. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom here. Hall of Fame, there's no Hall of Fame for the AA. And championships, we don't bother tracking championship information or the minor league affiliates, actually, for that matter. So let's just scroll up here. And highlight all this jazz, and a big delete button. We'll leave the references tag in there. Category, we'll change it. Change the first one there, the blank templates one, to teams by name. And we like to categorize teams by where they are. So teams in Michigan. Those are two categories I'm pretty sure exist. We're going to click on the I am not a robot reCAPTCHA. Save the page and let's see what we come up with. So here is our work in progress Saginaw Horseman page. With some information in the side box there. We still have to populate some of that. A little blurb on their history, awards and other achievements, and this is all information that we can fill in later, and the references. And I'll need to fix this one because I know I know there's a tag for teams by name. I just don't remember what it is right now. Teams in Michigan. Here's what that looks like. Battle Creek is the other one. Saginaw Horsemen. So you can see how this is able to start categorizing things by location. Here's what we have so far. Teams in Alaska, Alberta, Arizona, Australia. So a pretty full list of teams. That's how you create a starter team page. Now, as you can imagine, where do you get the information to fill this stuff in? Well, if you have OOTP open, that's fine. If you don't, you can find a lot of this information on the Bull League HTMLs. Go to the main page, go to stats. This is a Heifer League team, so let's go to the league home. Find the teams. We'll find this, where do they go now? Saginaw Horseman homepage. Here we go. Here's the homepage for the Saginaw Horsemen, giving all their details. So, just backspace 1 second here. We can see which league they're in. They're in the Barn League West Division. So we can flip back to this page, open up the editor. Sub-league, Barn League. We don't believe we have a page for the Barn League. And we don't need a page for the Barn League's West Division. Once you get to AA, single A, nobody cares to look this stuff up. Maybe at some point down the road we'll make pages for this, but right now hardly seems necessary. Let's go back to the Saginaw Horseman homepage. We can look up the team history. Nope, not that way. Okay, well, it's a Barn League team, so let's go to Barn League team history. Good golly, where is the team history for Saginaw? Here we go. Team history for Saginaw. You can see that actually it was created in 2013. That would be because the AA League came about in 2013. So that's another correction we can make back on the other page. So here we go. We've got 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. No playoffs, no championships. So when we flip back to editing the Saginaw Horsemen, no need to fill in championships, league championships or division pennants. They haven't won any. in their history. We can correct the year that the team was created to 2013, and we can even put that down here. Now a quick note on referencing. If you want to insert a reference tag, and correct spelling while you're at it. Saginaw Horsemen were created in 2013 along with their affiliate club, the Arizona Cowboys. Well, that's not exactly true either. And are an affiliate of the, we'll go with that, Arizona Cowboys. So what we like to see for the referencing, and just to keep it consistent, we'll take the title of this page. So Saginaw Horsemen Team History Team Index. I'll just do a Control C to cut and paste that. This double hash mark here, or single hash mark 2 times, I should say, we'll make that in italics. If you're looking for that, actually it's got that right there, italic text. BNN is our source, the Baseball News Network, right down there. I've just taken to the shorthand BNN. You'll need the link for that page. Helps make the reference a little more viable so other people can look it up. Insert the link, period, and then the access date, just to keep it consistent, kind of like the real Wiki, Wikipedia, where everything's referenced and dated when you actually looked it up. So here's an example of what a reference tag will look like for the history of the Saginaw Horsemen. Let's scroll down again. I'm not a robot. Save the page. And in 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes, we've managed to create our Saginaw Horsemen starter page, including a reference. Here's our reference tag, and if you go down to references, there it is. Bingo. Saginaw Horsemen History Team Index. That's how we know that this is actually referencing something that exists somewhere else, and we didn't just make it up. Similar to referencing there and flipping back to this page here, you can find the batting leaders. This is your source for things like, well, the top batting average guy, Jung Jun Ao, hit 317 in 2015. So if you wanted to, you could go back to this, plug that information in to the team batting average. You got to look at the way that the table's set up. So the columns go player record, year, player record, and those are within the single season and career record. So the first statistic is batting average. The player was, I'll have to go back and get the spelling of his name, Jung Jun Ao. Let's link that. His record was 317 or 319? 317, and the year was 2015, and we like to link the years to the actual season page for easier reference. If someone wants to click on that year, go see what happened, what else happened that year, they can do that. For the career record, let's pop over here. Same guy, Jung Jun Ao, batted 302. So let's throw in his name again. We don't need to highlight the page or reference to a page when it's a second reference in this list. And 302. So there's one tidbit of information filled in already on the chart. Didn't take me more than 2 minutes. And it shows up right there. Batting average, Jung Jun Ao hit 317 for the team record in 2015. His career record is 302. He's got the team career record. Good. And that's how you edit pages, team pages. I'd love to see some of the GMs in the league start working on their 3 remaining minor league teams that need pages. That would be wonderful if you can get to that. If not, oh well. Eventually we'll get them all done, but just kind of helps speed things up. And you'll see when we go back to the Bull Baseball League main page, now it's a blue link. Saginaw Horsemen has a page. And if I'm looking for information on the Arizona Cowboys and I wanted to find out more about their AA team, it'll be linked here as well. Saginaw Horsemen Heifer League in Saginaw, Michigan. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully we can get some more of these pages knocked off. And I'll do another video shortly introducing the same concept with the stadium pages and the player pages. And before you know it, we'll have a couple thousand pages going. Thanks for all the help, Bull League GMs and everyone else.